Today we're moving environment book on communities, and you'll be completing the textbook review, which is found on pages E37 and E38. You'll be doing questions 1 through 24. So my suggestion is get your notability document set up right now as I'm running through this. Make sure you put your name, date, and period at the top of the document, and also the assignment title, which is E37, E38, 1 through 24. Assuming you're ready to go, let's pop into the textbook and take a quick look at the review and assessment, E37, 38. Remember that for the multiple choice questions, I want the number of the question, the letter of your choice, and the words that go next to it. For true and false, I want the word true or false written out completely, and if it's a false statement, I want the corrected word next to the word false. For the short answer essays, make sure you answer all parts of each question. Some questions have multiple parts to them. When you get to the graph and the questions about the graph 21 to 24, you use the data to construct a line graph in question 21. 22, 23, 24 asking questions about the line graph that is created. So, this is a rather large assignment. So I suggest you pause the video, use the virtual textbook, and complete this assignment. Now, one more piece of advice before you get started. Question 20 talks about the two inequality statements in Chapter 1. In case you're not familiar with where those are found on textbook page 16, and they're those statements that have the greater than or less than signs in them, the birth rate and death rate, but you can refer to page 16 for question 20. So my advice is pause the video long enough to work on these, and then come back to the video when you're ready. Come back, I'm assuming that you've worked on your textbook review. I'm going to just go over select answers just so that you can check at least some of your work. This is not going to be submitted as a test, it's submitted as homework. You're expected to do your best work. Just a few sample answers so that you know if you're on the right track. Question 2 should have been letter C, time. Question 5 should have been letter D, succession. Question 10, parasite lives on or inside its predator. That's a false statement. That should have been post. Okay, let's scroll down a little farther here. Let's go to question 13. Describe how colleges use the technique of sampling to estimate a population size. Well, a sample is just a small part of a larger population, which is either too spread out, too many of them, or you just don't have the logistics to be able to count everything. So when you take a sample, you have to first make sure that the sample that you take is representative of the entire population. So that's job number 1. And then you determine the boundaries of the sample. This was taken in a field, for example. You use what's called a quadrat, which is a 4-sided device, which basically looks like a hollow square. You lay it on the ground, and you count what's inside of that square. Okay? And then you take and you'll multiply by a factor of how much bigger the entire population is from your original sample. So if your sample is 1% of the entire space, you multiply your answer by 100. Okay, so that's how you do a sample. Okay? Let's go to question 19. It says lichens and mosses. Let me scroll to that one. It says lichens and mosses have just begun to grow in the rocky sandy area below. Rocky area below. What type of succession is occurring, and explain? Well, folks, if it's a rocky area, it's primary succession. And by the fact that they tell you it's lichens and mosses, pretty much gives away that primary succession is occurring. The lichens and moss can adhere to bare rock. As they live and die and live and die over many generations, the organic matter that leaves behind will start to build up that portion of the soil. The fact that they're growing on the rock breaks down the rock, produces granular mineral material. The two mix together, the organic and minerals, and you begin to degrade the soil. Okay, for questions 21 through 24, you have to construct a line graph in 21. Question 22 says, in which year did the deer population reach its highest point, and then what was its lowest point? We'll just simply look for the biggest number. That appears to be year 15, and year 30 appears to be its lowest point. Okay.